MVP Promotions shades Mistress Claressa Shields that she is a copycat, that they are Team Remy and Team ALYCIA BAUMGARDER, y'all. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, a.k.a. Pap's Mistress, a.k.a. Pap's Entanglement, a.k.a. Pap's Pick Me, a.k.a. Pap's Side Chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. MVP Promotions has entered the chat, you guys. MVP Promotions said, let me get in the ring. MVP Promotions said, listen, look at here. What we've seen this whole rollout before. We've seen this look before. Witch with the Beast stole my look. Stole our future face of women's boxing's look. You know what I'm saying? And they decided to throw shade at Claressa Shields. Now, we talked about yesterday Claressa having the audacity to say at the weigh-in, MVP Promotions, lift the ban. MVP Promotions, lift the ban so I can fight some of your girlies. The same Claressa Shields that when she got banned tried to gaslight us that we were all saying that she was banned from boxing. No. And said that she is fine with a ban from MVP Promotions, that she didn't need them, that she was the motion, she was the GWOAT, and she was always going to have opponents out here. It is going to be celebrity opponents from baddies here on out. Watch this space, because who from MVP Promotions is going to want to deal with you after all of this foolishness, right? And Akisa had said back on a podcast a few months ago when it happened that Claressa would have to give a genuine apology. We know Claressa Shields does not do apologies. We know Claressa Shields takes no accountability for anything. We know Claressa Shields takes no responsibility for anything, even when you call her out and you have the associated facts and the associated receipts. Claressa finds a way to pivot, deflect, deny, or play the game of whataboutism. What about what she did? What about what she said? And then she tries to manipulate some of y'all into thinking that everybody else started on her first, that she is the perpetual victim and everyone has attacked her first, and this is all colorism. They don't want to see a black female boxer shine, and yada, yada, yada. Y'all know the greatest hits. Y'all know how Claressa comes at y'all. Y'all already know. It's just the haters. That the haters don't want to see me shine. The haters don't want to see me succeed. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wash, rinse, and repeat, right? So what happened was, like I said, at the conclusion of the weigh-in yesterday, MVP Promotions first posted this on their page. So the first post that MVP Promotions did, it says in caps, Real Bomb, Amanda Serrano, and ALYCIA BAUMGARDER, because that is who they are pushing as the faces of women's boxing. But the way that I screen grabbed this was that I wanted y'all to see that it's Remy Ma's song playing, her new single. Y'all better run those streams up. I believe it is still number 3 on the iTunes when I last checked before this video. Y'all better run the streams up, and if you so happen to, you know, if it tickles your fancy, if you want to support it financially, you could purchase it on the iTunes. But it is playing Remy Ma's song, Wanna Go, right? Her diss record where it is saying, Claressa Shields, listen, look at here. You wear nothing but hand-me-downs. You wear nothing but the real. You wear nothing but stuff off the clearance rack. Clearance, right? The double entendre shade, right? Then MVP Promotions also did a combined post with ALYCIA BAUMGARDER where she reposted her same weigh-in walkout video, all of the things, and said, been that, did that already, with the bomb emojis on these witches with a bees mood board with a yawning emoji, laughing emoji, again shouting out Remy's lyrics from YUF and Lion. And so then there was a second post, or technically a third post, of MVP Promotions that says the bomb is the standard. Now, I don't know if any of y'all are Housewives fans. There's a back and forth with Portia and Kelly on who is the standard and what is the standard and all of the things, you guys. But ultimately, it says the bomb is the standard. But it has a picture, a side-by-side photo of ALYCIA BAUMGARDER, December 18th of 2025. Last I checked, that was last year. And then it has August 14th, 2026. I believe that's this year. I believe that was yesterday. Unless I'm missing something, unless, you know what I'm saying, we are time traveling. I believe that was yesterday, right? And it has Claressa on the right. And so it is also says in the caption, it says, we knew Claressa Shields' weigh-in look tonight looked familiar with the eyes emoji. ALYCIA BAUMGARDER stays setting the standard with a fire emoji. Hashtag ALYCIA BAUMGARDER. Hashtag Claressa Shields. Hashtag boxing. And Amanda Serrano liked the photo. People in the comments are like, the bomb did it better. DAZN Boxing was like, watch Claressa's fight tomorrow on DAZN with a wink emoji. Will more of people be watching Claressa's fight than the people that are going to be in the stands? Or are they going to miraculously find enough tickets to consider it being sold out by tonight? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But also with this post is playing Remy's My Song Wanna Go. Playing again for another post, Wanna Go. The glazing that was taking place yesterday of Claressa was very weird because it was like, if you're this accomplished, why do you still need all this validation as if you need convincing? But see, you wouldn't have had to have that problem if you had signed with MVP Promotions when you had the opportunity to do so. Nikisa already spilled that there was not enough upfront money, and we talked about it. We talked about quick money, fast money versus long-term money versus long-term wealth. The Claressa Shields basically chose an MLM thing. You know what I'm saying? She chose a get-rich-quick scheme. You know what I'm saying? In terms of long-term wealth. Claressa didn't understand that long term, that the pieces were going to be in place as MVP Promotions is building up their partnerships, is building up their sponsors, is building up their brands. That the red carpet was going to be rolled out for Claressa Shields. That Claressa Shields was going to be everywhere. That this fight tonight might have been on Netflix. This fight tonight might have been on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Where more eyeballs would have been able to see it. And Claressa also missed out on the fact that they would have had a whole team in place for Claressa to keep the social media shenanigans to a minimum. Because you got brands that are willing to throw millions of dollars at you for you to represent their brand. And they probably would have told you as well, either keep this thing with Pap on ice on the low, like with what Lotto is doing with the married man that she has a baby with, or break up with him altogether, because we cannot pitch you to any corporate sponsors, to any of these brands, like a Nike, like a Reebok, like a Degree, like a Secret, like a Band-Aid, like a Powerade, like a Gatorade, and so on and so forth. If this is the brand that you are presenting to the internet and arguing back and forth with all these people and having all this constant drama, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friendship fallouts, and going back and forth with the wife of a married man who is an A-list celebrity rapper. Make it make sense. MVP Promotions would have gotten Claressa Shields all the way together. they would have had to deprogram whatever delusions that she was believing, that whatever false promises and false narratives that she has convinced herself Pap is going to make good on. And an intelligent person would realize that if Remy is doing all this thriving without Pap involved, that maybe Pap was never involved to begin with Remy Ma, and potentially was holding her back. That's usually the case with insecure husbands and the husbands who do not have any motivation, who do not have any drive, do not have a job, but their job is to leech off the more successful woman. And then you eventually build resentment and then start cheating. That's usually, the cycle. When you're dealing with somebody who's insecure and jealous of your success. Instead of them going out and getting it themselves, instead of them pivoting from being almost 50 years old and still a failed rapper that cannot buy a hit, instead of doing something legitimate that brings in consistent income and a real 9-to-5 and real benefits and all the things, instead of allegedly his wife having to still pay his health benefits and all of the things and all of the sort, latching on to the more successful female is the Pap business model, is the profile. So what you have now is Claressa may have got that $3 million signing bonus, but I don't know if y'all remember at the presser that she said back in February that although it was $8 million, that she has to do X, Y, and Z and 1, 2, and 3 for it to all add up to the $8 million. No. like what? So even if you potentially made $1 million off of the fight with Franchon Cruz, that's still not $8 million. That's $4 million if we want to add it to your sign-on bonus, right? And the question remains, is Claressa even getting $1 million from this fight tonight? Because it seems like everybody else's hands are in the cookie jar. Zeus Network, you know what I'm saying? Baddies, Ray J, Orlando Brown, Lotto, Johnny Blaze, Win Records, Salida Promotions, OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many hands in the cookie jar. So I am curious as far as what Claressa's payout is going to be for this particular fight, especially if the fight technically is not sold out and potentially tickets had to be given away to make it look sold out. What is going to be the real money that was generated from this fight, in addition to all the people you got to pay on the undercards, including the professional fighters that y'all added after all of the backlash of doing all that promotion of Zeus Network undercard? So Claressa has nobody to blame for any of this but herself. Because I guarantee you, if she was with MVP Promotions, there would not be no Zeus Network undercard. There would not be no Zeus Network undercard. Pap would not have all this influence at MVP Promotions because they would tell Pap, listen, look at here. You have no boxing experience. You have no boxing pedigree. You sleeping with Claressa Shields does not give you credentials. You sparring with her and, you know what I'm saying, spend all this time with her does not make you a boxing expert. You attending all of those boxing matches ringside with your wife Remy Ma does not make you a boxing expert. Therefore, we're not making you an executive of anything at MVP Promotions. I can't believe Claressa Shields fell for the scam that is Pap. And when Remy tried to tell Claressa this, Claressa thought that Remy was jealous and that Remy was throwing shade. She's had multiple decades to see who the real Pap is, to see his mask slip, To see the different person that he presents away from the cameras versus the black love and couples goals that he wants to present to social media. So it is crazy to me that Claressa Steele wants to deal with all of this nonsense from Pap and thinks that she is winning. But what are you winning? Where are the brand deals? Where are the additional opportunities? Where are the magazine covers? Claressa Shields should be everywhere. If you are truly the GOAT and undefeated and have all these accolades, you should be everywhere. But instead, it is Claressa Shields trying to put herself out there everywhere with no deals in sight, you guys. It is Claressa that is doing all of the promotion for herself. It is Claressa that has to do all of these live streams every day to keep y'all interested. It is Claressa Shields that always has to constantly be in drama or be in beef with somebody to keep herself in the algorithm, because that is the system that she has set up. That is the system that she has built. She wanted to be famous so bad that she did not care if it was at the expense of her own reputation and potentially blackballing herself in her own career, just to be out in public with Remy's husband. And I'm here to tell you, Claressa, Remy don't care. Remy just wants that divorce finalized and wants Pap to stop asking her for half. Because it's giving, y'all both broke if I broke. Y'all both ain't got it. I can't believe you are bragging about So D. That is not the flex that you think it is. In fact, that is you holding on to So D, all for the sake of the fact that he's Remy's husband. Makes sense. The bar is in HELL. But again, Claressa has not reached a rock bottom yet. She has not reached a rock bottom to where there's nobody that wants to fight her, celebrity or real boxer. She hasn't reached that point yet to where there's nothing for her. As long as there's a fight available, no matter how poor of the opponent, or even if it's a celebrity opponent or reality star opponent, Claressa is still going to get on this internet talking about I'm undefeated, I won 2 gold medals, I'm the GOAT, da-da-da-da-da, y'all can't tell me nothing. Even if it's a celebrity deathmatch opponent. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's an exhibition with a celebrity or something. You know what I mean? Like Claressa's going to hype it up. As long as there is somebody who will want to get in that ring with Claressa, because Claressa is ducking and dodging the real competition in women's boxing, she's going to hype it up just like she was trying to hype up Kay Scott the other day and make it seem like this was a must-see fight. And it is a no-see fight. I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you. But that is all that I got for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one. And that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you never hyped a video before in your life. There is that. That is it. That is all. Es todos es final. Es finito. Es the end of the road. Es the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.